Social anxiety. The debuff that makes you feel like a glitching NPC at social gatherings. You know the drill. You walk into a room and suddenly every conversation feels like it's happening in a foreign language you never studied. At first glance, this seems like a straight-up charisma penalty, but dig a little deeper and you'll find the hidden buff: heightened observation skills. Whilst everyone is busy trying to one-up each other with stories about their weekend, you're quietly scanning the room, picking up on micro-expressions, tone shifts, and body language that most people miss. You're basically a human lie detector, capable of spotting red flags before they even wave. And in stealth-based scenarios, like avoiding your boss at the office party, you're practically invisible. Plus, social anxiety often comes with an overactive mind, which means you've already rehearsed every possible conversation outcome before it even happens. Sure, it's exhausting, but when it comes to avoiding awkward situations or spotting hidden motives, you're playing on hardcore mode in Minecraft. Overthinking. Overthinking is like having 20 tabs open in your brain at all times, and none of them are loading properly. It's easy to see why this gets labeled as a debuff. You spend so much time analyzing every little detail that by the time it comes to making a decision, the opportunity has already passed. Or worse, you've convinced yourself it was a bad idea in the first place. But here's the thing, overthinkers are master strategists. Your brain isn't just overloading for fun, it's running simulations of every possible scenario so that when something does happen, you're 5 steps ahead while everyone else is still figuring out what's going on. Sure, it might take you 20 minutes to decide between chicken or beef at dinner, but when it comes to high-stakes situations like negotiating a raise or planning an escape route at an awkward family gathering, you've already accounted for every variable. Overthinking is not a flaw, it's an advanced planning system disguised as indecision. Introversion. Introversion often gets mistaken for antisocial behavior because you'd rather stay at home binge watching endless YouTube videos or Netflix series. Society loves to frame this as a debuff, like there's anything wrong with preferring solitude over small talk about your neighbor Karen's new cat. Like, honestly, who cares? But here's the hidden buff. Introverts are masters of energy management. Whilst extroverts burn all the way through their stamina bar from constant social side quests, introverts keep their energy reserves full for when it really matters, like job interviews or high-pressure presentations. And let's not forget your ability to thrive in solitude. When everyone else is out chasing FOMO, you're leveling up your skills in peace and quiet. Whether it's reading, gaming, or just thinking deeply about life, introverts are experts at turning downtime into self-improvement time. You're playing the long game. Impatience. Impatience gets a bad rap for making you seem rude or restless. People love to tell impatient players to just slow down or enjoy the process, as if waiting in a line at a McDonald's drive-thru is some kind of spiritual journey. But let's be real, impatience isn't always a flaw. Sometimes it's just efficiency. Impatient players don't waste time on unnecessary dialogue trees, they skip straight to the action. Why spend hours debating over minor details when you can make decisions quickly and keep things moving? Impatience trims the fat from your daily grind and keeps your productivity bar maxed out. And let's not forget how impatience can actually spark innovation. Many of history's greatest innovations came from people who were too impatient to deal with inefficiency, like how remote controls were invented because someone got tired of getting it to change the channel. So while others are busy taking their time, impatient players are already halfway to the finish line. Perfectionism. Perfectionism often gets labeled as a crippling flaw because it makes even simple tasks feel like boss fights on hard mode. Texting your crush? That'll take 3 hours because the tone isn't quite right. Reorganizing your room? Yeah, good luck. You move one thing on your desk and then realize your monitor isn't perfectly centered, so you end up in a constant state of reorganization. But here's what most people don't realize. Perfectionism is actually a built-in quality control system. While others are rushing through their work and making careless mistakes, perfectionists are ensuring that everything they produce is flawless or as close to flawless as humanly possible. This attention to detail means your work consistently earns critical acclaim, even if it costs you a lot of time wasted and some sanity points along the way. Let's not forget how perfectionism pushes you to improve yourself. When it comes to developing top-tier results, perfectionists are in a league of their own. Procrastination. Procrastination, the classic debuff that makes deadlines feel like a Pokemon gym leader you're way under-leveled for. At first glance, this seems like an obvious flaw. Missed deadlines, rushed work, and constant stress aren't exactly ideal gameplay mechanics. But here's the secret. Procrastinators thrive under pressure. That looming deadline activates your adrenaline-fueled creativity perk, allowing you to produce brilliance in record time. I mean, it is risky. You're basically playing life on a speedrun. But hey, high risk means high reward. And let's not forget how procrastination forces you to prioritize effectively. When time is running out, there's no room for distractions or unnecessary fluff. You focus entirely on what matters most and get it done faster than anyone thought possible. So forget the other people who are out here grinding away steadily. Procrastinators swoop in at the last minute and steal the spotlight with their clutch performances. By the way, I heard that you get +10 charisma in the intelligence trait if you hit that subscribe button. See you next time.